So, in conclusion, pretty much over the last 2 years, pretty much before Genshin Impact, I mean, sure, there was a lot of things that were bothering me, but it really didn't become apparent until Genshin Impact came out. Because when Genshin Impact came out, I started to notice, basically the differences between Genshin and Honki, and I tried ignoring them. And then the anniversary rewards came around, and it's pretty obvious that Genshin Impact is treated as an unwanted child by mihoyo. And like I said, I think I understand why the anniversary rewards are the way they are, because the CCP is kind of going after mihoyo right now. But at the same time, mihoyo, you have to understand that players are going to quit your game. And if that's your goal, to make them quit the game, fine. But keep in mind, you might lose your Honky players as well. Basically the things that bothered me are basically, the resin system. Uh, the content is kind of different. There's not the same kind of permanent content. Um, just the fact that you need weapons to make characters as strong as possible, or like especially their specific weapons on Honky Impact. Um, the content on Honky has a little bit more difficulty than it does on Genshin. The rewards are better on Honky, especially for anniversary rewards, than they are in Genshin. And see, I'm re-recording this part as well. And I just got done watching the little concert that they had for Honky. And one thing is very noticeable too, right? Is that there are a lot of character songs in Honky Impact. I figured at least for Raiden A, they would have made a character song for her, possibly even reusing the one that they made for Mei a long time ago. But yeah. And I can understand mihoyo treating Honky as their pride and joy because Kiana Castellano was the first character that they made ever. She was in their very first game. They carried her over to Honky Impact 2 and then carried her over to Honky Impact 3. And the pretty much the first new starter character that they made was Aether and Lumine. And then they had the other starter characters on that other gacha game. But yeah, basically Aether and Lumine was their first new starter characters. And it sounds like, assuming their announcement of Honky was it Honky? Well, anyways, during the concert, it looked like they announced another Honky game or even a Honky animation. And I think the main character is not going to be Kiana, but I guess is going to be a student of Kiana in a way. Right, so I mean, Honky Impact is basically what made mihoyo mihoyo. So Genshin Impact is more of a cash cow in a way, and I think that's how it's being treated. And I feel like that's just part of the problem. mihoyo, you made Genshin Impact. You need to treat it as good as you do Honky Impact. Just because, one, Genshin is more popular, and two, you gotta treat your children with respect. And Genshin Impact is another child of yours. Treat her well. And that will basically be not only one franchise from you, but two franchises from you that we can all come to know and love. And eventually, you could possibly even pull the two universes together. Because a lot of us still suspect that Aether and Lumine came from the Honky universe. you know? I would love to see that. But the frustrations that you have in Genshin Impact that don't exist in Honky Impact, that shouldn't exist in Genshin Impact, like the resin should be 5 minutes, or the resin should be 6 minutes per tick, just like in Honky Impact, especially now that you raise the cap. Weekly bosses shouldn't really cost resin. You need to have more permanent content and all that. A lot of those frustrations are going to make people quit, and then eventually you're going to lose your new cash cow. And it's going to just be Honky again, and what are you going to do? Just make another Genshin Impact later on? I mean, it doesn't look financially viable to me. So, yeah. Anyways, that is basically the end of this entire video or sets of videos. Yeah, next video will probably be about, or should we say, after the full version of this video releases, then we will be talking about the Genshin community. Because y'all got ridiculous. Anyways, with that being said, peace. Also, disclaimer, a lot of this video, and I'm probably going to put it as an edit at the beginning of the video, but a lot of the things in this video were recorded like a week or two ago. So, just so y'all know that. Pretty much I recorded it during the entire fiasco of the Genshin anniversary, and some of these parts I recorded. Or, some of these parts I re-recorded. So, yeah, peace.
What have you done? I saw that! Those poor ducks! It was for the pigeons. Go away! I never want to see you again! Ever! I'm telling Mommy!